Salon by Premier Software hosts plenty of monetary features that can help you stay on top of your finances. These include setting up areas where item payments go to, setting up commission rates for staff, and plenty more. My name's Edgar, and today I'll be helping you get to grips with all the features in the financial menu of Salon. The financial menu can be located by logging into Salon and clicking Manager if you're a single-site business, or Administrator if you are multi-site. Once logged in with your user profile, head to the financial menu. Here we see a list of various areas to help set up your financial options. Some of these will be initially set up from our team when you first acquire Salon. For example, currency will be where you will initially set up your currency type, such as pounds sterling or euros, although you will be able to view these areas for amendment should you access this area. Currency. In currency, you can view what currency you would like to set your system to. Under the General Details tab, you will generally see the name of the currency type, such as pound sterling. You can also set the decimal places of the currency, which we generally recommend as 2. As the description has been set as pound sterling, the code will show as GBP for Great British Pounds. The symbol will therefore be the pound sign. Make sure all these details are assigned to all the sites this will relate to. This can be done by clicking the site and then the single right arrow. Should you need to add any new currency to your system, in an example when, say, you open a new salon but one is in England and the other in Ireland, then click the green plus to set up a new site as before. You will then be able to enter euros into the description and any applicable code and symbol. Make sure to assign the site. Once you are happy with the info, press the back arrow. Payment methods. In order to take payment, you will first need to set up some payment methods. This is particularly useful for adding web payments via vouchers such as Treatwell outside of the usual payment methods. In the financial menu, click Payment Methods to start this process. Click the green plus and you will be able to name your new payment method, as well as use the drop-down menu on the right to select whether it will be used for income, redemption, on account, and so on. Once done, you can highlight the sites this will be applicable for, then click the single right arrow to allocate it to that site. Click the green tick once complete. The Site Details tab will be where you can then enter the value at the end of shift/end of day, which you will need to tick if you would like the system to pre-populate the cost at the end of the day for that method of payment. You can also select whether you would like to apply a secondary setup tax here. With this, it is worth noting that this will be where you can set up payments for specific staff members. You may wish to do this if you have stylists or therapists renting a chair at your salon or spa. Once set up, you can head to System Setup, Sites, Site Settings, and Payment Methods, and you can then view all the payment method buttons you just set up. Here you can see the usual suspects, as well as various voucher types and Visa payments. Business areas. Another area we would normally set up during the configuration would be the business areas. This will be where you can split up different areas of the business, for example hair and beauty. To do this, click the green plus. You will then be able to enter a description for your new business area such as hair or beauty. Click the green tick when you've added your new sections. This is particularly useful to do as it will then split your income centers when running a report such as trading summary. Income center groups and income centers. In the financial menu, you'll be able to set up something called income centers. In short, this will be how you break down your items and services sold into specific categories. To start with, head to Income Center Groups. This will be where you split those setup business areas into different types. So you may wish to have money going into a section for retail, one for beauty and one for hair, or an income center group for spa packages specifically. It's simply a matter of clicking the green plus and then entering the name of the new group in the description box. Once entered, click the green tick and you can then assign which business area this group will come under. To do this, click the Site Details tab, select the site this will be based at, then use the drop-down menu to select the business area. Once set up, click the back arrow. As income center groups breaks down business areas, it's natural to assume income centers break down income center groups. This will be where you split the group down further to set up things such as your type of service or category of retail sold. These will normally match the types of appointments set up in the appointment code section of your software. For example, you may click the green plus to set up an income center for aesthetics. This would then be assigned to the beauty services income center group. Income centers won't be for setting up individual treatments such as a back massage, but rather groups of treatments together, such as massage. As before, click the green tick to save the details, then head to the Site Details tab to set this up for the relevant site. Once ready, head back out. Now you'll be able to view any takings under these sections should you head to Reports. Under Income Center Group Summary, you will clearly see the name of an income center group, the value of the goods in that section, as well as the total price taken. Similarly, for Income Center Overview, and should you click Detail, you will be able to see a breakdown of takings via the Income Center. This will show the client name, the description, the value, tax, and total takings for each income center. There are plenty of other reports to explore to break down your revenue via income centers too, including an overview by staff, gender, 7-day overview, and more. Pricing structures. The pricing structures area will be where you set a pricing for services or appointments, retail, gift vouchers, and more. These can be set up in the standard column. This would be where you set your prices for any appointments booked during off-peak times, such as perhaps the late afternoon on a Wednesday, or peak times such as during the lunch period of a Friday or a Saturday. The staff cost column will be how much that appointment will cost for your salon or spa. That means it would cost staff this value every time they undertake that treatment. The stock cost column will be where you list any costs incurred when someone books in that appointment. For example, the deluxe body treatment may use a third of a particular oil and other items, meaning you would put in a third of the cost of your items here. Other cost covers any additional costs from that treatment. Perhaps you will need to sterilize the needle used for a lip filler treatment, for example. The last two columns are LAD and LUs. The LAD column will be where you can insert any loyalty points for a treatment if you have a loyalty scheme set up. We typically advise that you use 1 point for every pound or euro that item costs. These loyalty points can be built up as clients book in treatments or purchase items. These points can then be used to redeem other treatments or items, of which the value you can set in the LUs box. We typically advise these be 10 times the value of the LAD box, but you can set these to an alternative number if you so wish. In the Staff Appointments tab, you can set different prices for treatments based on different members of staff. For example, you may have one member of staff who is more experienced at carrying out a cleansing back treatment than another, and as such will charge a little bit more. You can set these accordingly per staff member and appointment. The Stock tab will be where you can set the prices of your stock. Using the drop-down menu, you can select the manufacturer of the stock you would like to amend any prices for. You can also use the Category drop-down menu for a specific category of stock, if not all. The Stock Type drop-down menu will be to differentiate any stock used professionally or for retail. You can also select both. Click Search to then bring up a list of the applicable stock items. The Retail Price column will be where you can set how much to sell the items for at your salon or spa. The Pack Cost column next to it will be how much the item can be purchased for in a pack. For example, some items may come in a pack of 6, and so the pack cost will be how much you would purchase the pack for. As such, the unit price will be what the item would cost for just one. Some of these values may be the same price as what is shown in the pack cost column if you can only purchase singular items and not in a pack. Finally, as before, you can use the loyalty add as the number of points clients will acquire if they purchase that item, and set the loyalty use column for the number of points needed to redeem that item. In the Vouchers tab, you can do much the same with gift vouchers. For example, you may wish to retail a £50 gift voucher at, unsurprisingly, £50. You can then set the price using the Retail Price column. You can also keep a gift voucher at £0 should you wish. This is useful if you wish to sell gift vouchers at any value. The price of these can then be set at the point of sale. Again, you can also set the loyalty add and loyalty use points in the columns to the very right. The Food and Drink tab will list any food or drink items you may offer at the salon, such as coffee, tea, or a soft drink. As before, use the Retail Price column to set the price, the Cost column to state the cost to you as a business, then any loyalty add and loyalty use points. The Misc tab will be for setting the price of any miscellaneous items. These could include a gown for a spa or a comb for a hair salon. These would be for items that don't fall into the other categories. This could even include a sanitation charge for cleaning an area and equipment in this current climate. And lastly, the Petty Cash tab will be where you can set the price for items that use petty cash. For example, you may put a retail price of £1 for milk, which you will then use for tea and coffee at the salon, or perhaps £10 for a window cleaner who comes in once a month and has the same price, and so on. Now, what if you needed to set a whole new pricing structure to start in the future? Well, outside of amending the existing items, you can create a new pricing structure by clicking the green plus. Here you can set new prices to start from a set date using the Start Date drop-down menu. You won't need to input an end date for this if you plan to continue the new pricing for the foreseeable future. Next, you can select to create new prices or create new prices based on existing prices. The latter option is generally preferable if you wish to use the previous price list as a basis. You can also select whether to base the prices on the current site or another site you may have. Click the green tick and this will create your whole new pricing list ready to start on your new date. Should you wish to view the overall cost and any margins from purchases during your current pricing structure, head back to the main menu and click Reports. You can then run the Trading Summary report. Select your date range and you can then see the cost of each item and its overall cost as well as the margin. This is useful to measure if you are making a profit from the new pricing structure. Promotional Pricing. Sometimes you may wish to set up a discount on particular services or items during a specific period. To do this, head to the Financial menu and click Promotional Pricing. You could create a reopening offer following a period of closure, or a recommend a friend discount, or perhaps even a discount for those who work for the NHS. You can also set up a price change, which works as a manual override for any prices in the salon. Much like pricing structures, you can create a new batch of promotional pricing by clicking the green plus. Here you can set the start date for when you would like the promotion to start, as well as an end date. As before, you can choose to create new prices or create new prices based on existing prices that will use your current list, which you can then amend. Select any site you would like to base this new pricing on, then click the green tick. Next, you will need to set a code to recognize the promotional pricing as. In this example, we will use face and set the description to 10% off facials. When you're happy with the details, click the green tick once more. The items will then all appear under the relevant tabs. Using the tick boxes, you can then click which appointments you would like the promotion to apply to. The same applies to any packages you would like to apply the promotion to, courses of multiple items, stock, food and drink, and more. As this promotion applies to facials, we will tick the facial appointments. By default, you'll be able to apply a discount value across all selected items. Use the drop-down menu at the top of the items to select whether you would like to apply a set price off of all the selected items using discount value, or whether you want to set this to a percentage via discount percent. Use the box next to the drop-down menu to then input the price off. In this case, it will be 10 for 10% off. Click Update All Selected to then apply that across all selected items. You can also amend the items individually using the discount type drop-down menus next to each item, as well as the discount box. When you are happy with the changes, click the Confirm button. The promotional pricing can then be applied when a client goes to purchase a facial treatment. In reception, upon a client sale of a facial treatment, the applicable face discount can then be applied using the Reason drop-down menu. The discount will then show next to this. Any discounts can then be tracked using your reports. Specifically, in the Manager or Administration Reports icon, click Discounts Given. You can then select the date range, as well as to include any more detail, and importantly, the Promotional Pricing tick box. Click the printer icon to run the report, and you can then view which clients received the discount, what the original item's price was, the new price, and plenty more. Automatic Pricing. Salon staff can also set an automatic pricing for particular client types. To do this, head to Automatic Pricing in the Financial menu. Automatic pricing may be useful to always give, say, 10% to NHS workers without ever needing to talk about it or apply the discount manually. This works by setting up client card types and assigning them to the clients. So with that in mind, head to the main menu in Manager or Administrator, click Clients menu and then Client Card Types. You may see some of them have already been set up, such as Family and Friends, Staff, and NHS. If not, you can click the green plus to set a new one up using a description. Once done, head to the Site Details tab. This will be where you can set any time bands where the automatic pricing will be applicable in. For example, you may wish to restrict the automatic pricing so that it isn't applied on a Saturday, which you can do using the invalid radial on the right and clicking the days and time slots in the middle window. Once done, you can set up the automatic pricing. Head to the financial menu and click Automatic Pricing. On the left, you can see the client card types you have set up. For NHS, you can then select which appointments, packages, courses, stock and more will receive an NHS discount. Tick all of the boxes that apply, then make sure you use the drop-down menu above the items to select a set discount value or discount percentage. Enter the discount in the box to its right and click Update All Selected to apply it across all ticked items. You can then set the client card type to each client on an individual basis. Head to reception and at the top of the screen, click Clients. Search for the client you wish to apply this automatic pricing for and enter their client card. On the right of their card, under Client Card Info, click the Client Card Type drop-down menu and select the type, such as NHS. You will then need to set an expiry date for some time in the future. Clients will then be able to receive the appropriate discount at the point of sale. Targets. Sometimes it is useful to set targets to measure the performance of an individual or your business. Targets can be set up for your staff against either one of two areas, income centres or income centre groups. To set up a target, head to System Setup and then Sites. Select the site you are based at, then click the Site Settings tab at the top. Scroll down the list on the left and then select General. Under the Target section, you can click Staff and measure them using income centre or income centre groups. After this has been configured, head back to the main menu. Click Financial menu and then Targets. This will then show you each staff member and a list of revenue per each income centre groups in this example, which is separated into beauty retail, beauty services, hair retail, and so on. This is generally configured for you, but to give you an idea, click Year-End Dates. Here you will see the interval period to measure your targets for, such as weekly, every 52 weeks, 53 weeks, or monthly. You can then see the year-end date, which will be the end result for your overall target period. This will then automatically populate the dates in the boxes below, depending on the interval you selected. Back on the previous screen, you can then enter any applicable values in each column and row. This will be the target you set each staff member for each income centre group. You may wish one of your staff members to sell £100 of hair retail for a set month, for example. These values will be monetary values. Make sure to input your unique targets for each and every staff member. Once set, these targets can be measured in reports. Click Income Centre Overview and then the Targets tick box to the right. When you run the report, you will then be able to see each target as well as the actual number reached. Et voila! Commissions. With Salon, you can also set up different commission rates for different members of staff. In the financial menu, click Commission Category Types. This will be where you can split the areas in what staff can earn commission on. Typically this will be on retail and services, but you can set further areas such as packages, courses and more. Once the category types have been set up, head back to the financial menu and click Commission Type Setup. The commission categories will now show in here. Click the green plus to set a new commission type using all your applicable categories. You can then enter a description such as Jared's commission if you wanted to set it for a specific staff member. The Up To column will be where you can set the value that each staff member earns up until that point. For example, everything Jared earns for retail up to £500 he will receive 5% commission for. You may wish to always have it at a set rate, in which case you can simply input 999 recurring in the Up To field with 5% in the percent field. The commission bands will be where staff can earn more commission. So in band 1, Jared will earn 5% of commission on retail up to £500, but in band 2, he may earn 8% commission of retail when he goes above £500 up to £800. You can then do a higher value for both in band 3 and so on. Make sure to use the tabs for appointments, packages, stock and so on to assign each item to a particular commission category type. Use the drop-down menus to assign them to the correct areas. This will ensure commission is earned on each item. Once set, you will need to allocate the commission to each staff member. Head back to the main menu and click Staff. Locate the applicable staff member at the bottom, highlight them, then click the Site Details tab. To the right, you will see the Commission drop-down menu. Click this menu and then select the commission type to assign that staff member to. To measure your staff commission, head to Report and then the Staff Commission Report. Select the dates and the staff. If you'd like further detail, then run the report. You will then be able to view what service that staff member carried out as well as their commission received. You should now be all brushed up on the financial menu in Salon by Premier Software. In the meantime, why not subscribe to our YouTube channel at Premier Software for weekly videos. We also have several social media channels for you to follow for regular content. Before you leave, check out our other videos and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching and take care.